I loved everything about him. His hands, the way he smelled. He swept me off my feet.
I can get us back to where we were, Em. I promise. I can make that happen.
You remember this beautiful lady here?
Hi.
How have things been going with you?
I can finally sleep. I have some energy. We had sex.
Whoever makes this drug is going to be rich.
911, what's your emergency?
I need help. Someone's been murdered.
There's been an incident.
What do we do?
No sign of forced entry, no sign of struggle.
Where's her lawyer?
She doesn't have one. Just kept talking about you.
I don't understand why this is happening.
You know her?
Would you have treated her differently if she was a man?
That's not what happened.
Em, what is going on?
I'll put her on a Blixa.
I don't think you should be my doctor anymore.
I think she requires more observation.
Someone gets punished.
It's all gonna go away.
It's gonna follow you around forever.
I had no idea this was going on.
Stop! There were millions of dollars!
You've been lying to her, and he was lying to me.
I would never be here if it weren't for you.
I want my life back!
You know I'm not crazy.
Everyone knows everything.
Em, are you awake?
Destroy that before it destroys you.
Well, let me start by saying I really enjoyed Contagion. I thought it was a very smart thriller about what would really happen in the global community if there was an outbreak. So as soon as this trailer says from the creators of Contagion, it's Steven Soderbergh teaming up with the same writer, ticket sold as far as I'm concerned. That said, though, I kind of wished I had a better idea of what I was getting here. Because when I hear the word Contagion, I think, oh, this must be a thriller that researches the real evils of the pharmaceutical industry and pharmaceutical drugs, which I think is a really interesting subject matter, considering that people, I think, underestimate the dangers of pharmaceutical drugs. They think just because I got a prescription from my doctor, it can't be as dangerous as street drugs. And I think that's definitely not true, because when you look what happened to Heath Ledger and Michael Jackson, people who, celebrities who mixed drugs and killed them, and, you know, stories that happen every day to things that you don't hear, that don't make headlines. So I think that's a worthy subject matter for a movie. But then when they add the murder aspect to it, you almost start, or at least I do, I start to wonder, well, is this just some fantastic story layered on top to maybe make people more interested? I don't mind if it goes either way. I don't mind if it's just a straight thriller versus some expose of the pharmaceutical industry. I would just kind of like to know what's going on here. And I think that's a mistake a lot of trailers make. They try to have their cake and eat it too. But I think you're better off choosing and letting the audience know what they're getting into. So the other thing that strikes me here, though, is the cast. I think it's very interesting. I used to not like the fact that Steven Soderbergh always worked with the same actors, especially George Clooney. I feel it got very stale, and they had lost a lot of the energy in their collaborations. But now it seems that he's moved on to a new group of actors, and therefore I feel it's re-energizing everything. The actor that stands out the most to me here is Jude Law. Now, he was in Contagion, but I didn't like his role there because his role was kind of like a giant middle finger to internet journalism, so I found that offensive. But I liked that Jude Law played it, and I like that he's playing this role here, another darker role. It's like also another Soderbergh film. You see Matthew McConaughey and Magic Mike. You see these pretty boy actors able to kind of like break free of that as they get older and go dig a little deeper in their roles. And I think that's great. And I think it's great Steven Soderbergh is giving Jude Law those opportunities. So it looks like a great meaty role here, a great villain role. Well, we think he's the villain from the trailer, but it looks really interesting. The other person that stands out to me is Channing Tatum. I feel that this trailer builds on his success in the romance genre with Dear John and the film that he made, The Vow, with Rachel McAdams, who just made a ton of money. But then it gives him this chance to layer on this thriller aspect. So it's great that Channing Tatum is just continuing to take risks by pairing up with someone like Steven Soderbergh, and you see the fruits of that relationship in a movie like this. The other person, you see Catherine Zeta-Jones here, which is nice to see her back after Traffic. But then, of course, there's the biggest question mark, Rooney Mara. To me, I find her the least interesting of all the actors in the trailer. Maybe that has something to do with the fact that I did not like her performance in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I much prefer Noomi Rapace, who originated that character on film in the Swedish version. Some people do say that Rooney Mara is closer to the book, But I'm sorry, I haven't read the book, but I just much prefer Noomi Rapace. I thought her character was a much more original female character, and I just liked what she did with it. So, and also I feel that Rooney Mara has kind of like plays the victim, but is anything but the victim, and that was kind of an attitude she had in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Well, she's definitely a victim there, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel she's not sympathetic. I really liked Gwyneth Paltrow's role in Contagion. I thought she was fantastic as someone who was sick, a regular person dealing with that. And so I almost would have preferred to see Steven Soderbergh work again with her here in the lead role. But we'll see. Of course, all eyes will be on Rooney Mara because of the follow-up nature of the role to her breakout role in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. But what do you think? Do you have a feeling for which way this is going to go? If it's a straight-up thriller or if it's a pharmaceutical expose? Do you have a preference? And what do you think of the acting choices? Be sure to write your thoughts down below. And as always, thank you for coming to Beyond the Trailer, not just for these for the latest trailers, but for these quick snapshot reviews. Thanks for watching.